Mostly how's everybody? AzurePoltergeistTV here, and welcome back to Skyrim Special Edition with 250 plus mods, Chapter 7. This is Episode 8. Sorry it's been a bit since I recorded, guys. Been super busy, as usual. For some reason my job hasn't been calling me in to work lately. I don't understand why. But then again, over here it's been 90 degrees almost continuously. Like 90 plus, so I'm guessing it's just been way too hot, and the heat has been relentless. Like, I'm indoors, and I have an air conditioner on, and it still feels hot. But anyway, time-wise, it is 4:50 p.m. We'll keep going until 6. It's going to be an hour 10 that I had this going, and still an hour 20, because I honestly feel like I need to get stuff done in my house. And I also got to do some food shopping later, so we'll see how it plays out. Also, behind the scenes, I did some sorting for the future plans of this Let's Play. And honestly, I'm really excited. I was able to establish that potentially this could take up to, like, to get every chapter done. Pardon my nose. It could probably take up to a year, maybe a year and a half to finish, depending on what happens in between. It also depends on how frequently I choose to upload. I really need to be more motivated with uploading for this Let's Play. I really do. Like, literally, guys, it's so hot right now. I'm literally wearing a tank top. It's that hot. And it still feels like it's not enough. Like I'm literally in shorts, and I still feel like I'm in a frickin' sauna. But I mean, hey, what can you do? Ouch! Wow! Wow, the way he sideswiped me, I literally did a spin! I'll stop getting excited. Sit down. We'll go Magicka. I should have held on to my level up in case I needed to heal, but that's fine. This is more important right now. Hang on, let's see a before and after. 62. I really wish I had another perk point. This would be helpful. This would also be helpful. I really need to do more off-screen grinding. Then again, with where I am right now, I don't think I'd be able to do that. Get out of here, fly. That's another thing, I gotta clear the flies from my room. I gotta add that to my list of things to do today. My room is not that bad. It would take me an hour if I had to get it up. Just gotta handle some laundry and do some sweeping and mopping. And get my bed made, that's pretty much it. I have been putting an effort into keeping up on my room, which has been making me feel pretty good about myself. I've just been doing my best to try to make things better for my life. I mean, I've been going through recent drama online, like misunderstandings and stuff, the stuff that was blown way out of context and completely misunderstood, but I won't get into details about that. because I just don't think it's worth the time. To say the least, I was dealing with a very rude individual that didn't care for civility whatsoever. I also dealt with a breakup recently, so there's that. So, yay, I'm a single Pringle again. Ah, my nose. My controller keeps disconnecting on me. I have a bad wire. I have to hold it a specific way, otherwise it goes out. On the bright side, though, guys, I do have someone that is interested in me. 2 people, actually. But I feel indecisive of who I want to be with, because they both have their pros and cons. But I don't know. I'd have to really decide between the 2. It's one of those moments where I knew it. I mean, yeah, I looked up, but I still knew it. That's a long way down. I don't know, it's one of those predicaments where I wish these flies would leave me alone. Where you have multiple people that really like you, and in return you also like them, kind of thing, but you don't know who to choose between. They're literally using a dead body for block. That's messed up. I literally can't move. I forgot this was a problem. No, don't go over there to dodge the unrelenting. Get out of here. Alright, that should deal with them. I can't move! Okay. Controller, stop it. We're gonna save really quick. Because we established last time that frequent saves are definitely needed here. Excuse me. But yeah, the heat here has been absolutely ridiculous. You have exploding arrows? No? Then what are you using on me? I'm so confused. I wish these flies would leave my nose alone, though. It is really irritating, and it's gross. Get out! What it probably is I'm honestly sweaty at the moment, and they're probably getting attracted to that. Which I just showered a day ago, which really irritates me, because it's like, I just got cleaned, and I had to deal with this again. Controller disconnected again. He fell off. Yep, he's definitely down. He landed on the ice down there. I'm gonna have to use the vacuum, the little handheld piece for my room again for the flies. Nope. I know better than that. But other than that, aside from drama and stuff like that, my opinion is this. If someone is having a problem with you, and they're not giving you a chance to speak at all, my advice is just move on. If they're gonna jump down your throat about it. And not see both sides of the story, you know what I mean? I can't explain the details of what happened, but he was rather nuts. I'll tell you guys that. Mostly because it's personal. The way I see it is this. Yes, losses hurt and whatnot. Like when you lose a friend over something really just ridiculous that could have been handled way better. Which was my intention, but he wasn't giving me that chance at all. Kept cutting me off in mid-sentence like 8 times. So I know for sure I could have handled it if I was allowed to speak my mind more. Excuse me. But I guess that's just how it goes. What's weird is, in the back of my mind, I still like this individual as a friend. I just don't see the point in hating people. I don't. It's one of those weird things where the person hates you, but you don't hate them in return, you know what I mean? Because in the back of your mind, you know that if you were allowed to handle it better, you could have fixed it. Meanwhile, they handle things very poorly. I won't give the individual's name, because I'm not like that. As you guys know from my past discussions about drama and stuff like that, I don't give out names. That's just not who I am. And plus, I'm just, I don't know, I'm an individual of honor. People have asked me, do you think this individual will come around? Honestly, no. He doesn't seem like the kind of person, which is really sad, because I felt close to this person. I mean, hey, what can you do? I have no idea where I'm going. But yeah, my job hasn't been calling me in lately at all. Probably because of the heat. I've tried messaging them on other social media that I have, and they haven't gotten back to me. Then again, they did once tell me that they don't use what I use very often, so I guess it's kind of understandable, but I've seen them online. They just haven't responded. That's giving me vertigo. This place is huge, man. I don't know. I would say that I'm very good at handling... well, going back to the previous topic, I would say that I'm very excellent at handling situations involving drama and whatnot. I've pretty much been able to do it in rapid succession pretty much every time. I would consider myself someone that's very diplomatic and good at it. I don't believe in people getting physical or anything ridiculous like that. No, that just straight up makes you barbaric. Like, when people make all these death threats and whatnot online, dude, seriously? You make no sense. That's what I often tell people. I don't think violence or getting personal with someone to that level is just not necessary. It just isn't. Because they have as much of a life as you do. You know what I mean? I feel like people don't take into account that, you know, there's people out there with lives too that they cherish. And when you're flipping out enough to a point where you're making threats to someone and whatnot, you should honestly be ashamed of yourself. It's like, just talk things over. That's the problem with our society. People don't talk things over enough. Just like how with friendships, when you have a lot of good memories with people and then you so easily let go of that person without thinking about the memories that you've had, well, you're essentially telling yourself that those good memories didn't matter to you. So I always tell people, hey, you know, ask yourself this. What outweighs more, the good memories or the negative? If one negative situation happens, just talk things over. It's not that hard. Don't be aggressive, don't be angry, just talk. It's not gonna hurt you to go a day without being an angry person, which, unfortunately, there have been people in the past that I've run into that are hot-headed, that just straight up won't listen. They kind of let their anger get to them, and that ends up becoming their undoing in the end, because there's going to come a day where they're going to wish they didn't do that, and they're going to end up finding out that, oh hey, if I just did this one simple thing without being vicious to this person, I could have fixed this problem. And what I mean by they would regret it one day is that, like, they're gonna end up feeling remorse later down the line, not realizing what they've thrown away with that other person. And that's the sad thing about society. I run into so many people that are just not civil enough. And it's really sad to me. That's why when people, like, have a problem with me and, that we could have just talked over and they end up, like... Now, I'm not a bad person, mind you. I'm not. I'm one of the most civil people you will ever meet, period. And one of the most calmest. When someone screams at me, okay. My first initial thought process is, okay, just let them get it out of their system. Sorry, I have to do this. I'm literally not no-clipped, I'm stuck in the floor, and I can't get out. Ah! I literally couldn't get out. Literally, look how stuck I was. Oops. Literally all I was gonna do was just try to get back up, but I couldn't do that. The warmongers were too strong. That's fine. Okay, so what happens... What is that noise? Oh, they're in the floor. But what happens usually with me as an initial... The heck? Initial thing. Okay, if somebody needs to vent, I'll let them. It's whatever. I'll be like, okay, go ahead. Get it out of your system. I'll let them vent out their screaming or yelling, whatever it is, because, okay, if you need to vent, you need to vent. I don't care. I'm okay with that. What is on me? Oh! He was clipped out. And apparently invisible. Oh, oops. That was Serrano's. Do I need to... Did that fix it? But when a person goes on to the point where they're not listening to you, like they're already past the voice venting phase, I guess I could call it, and they continue to do that to the point where they're not letting you work with them at all, yeah, that's when it becomes a problem. Because it's like, okay, we get it, you're already past the yelling phase. I get that. If you're still angry, alright. Get that. But it's like, can you take 5 seconds to breathe and speak civilly? You know what I mean? Oh, his health is going down and he's invisible. Alright, knock it off with the blocking. Oh, what the heck? Wish these flies would stop flying in front of me, too. That's really annoying. Okay, did I break these Falmers somehow? I mean, some of them are unbroken. Oh god, my animations are also glitched. That's not good. Alright, let's save really quick and let's load. Okay, that looks fine. Now, when I go to a lot of people, and I respond to them nonchalantly, the common mistake is a lot of people think, oh, you're just not caring. No, that's not it in the least. I just know what I'm doing, and I'm trying to be civil. That's all it is. And well, another fun fact about me, that I think I might have mentioned in the past, I do have... Okay, give me a second here. I do have a legitimate lead brain injury. It's on my medical records. I literally can't process emotion the same as other people. I can't process things similar to that as other people. I mean, I'll admit there are times where I'll feel sad, but on the outside I won't show it, but on the inside I'm like, wow, you know what I mean? And that's the problem with having a lead brain injury. You can't express like a normal human being. You can't. Your mind doesn't quite comprehend it. So I always tell people if I'm misunderstanding things wrong, which I've run into situations like that before, where it's like, people have asked me, do you understand what people feel or no? That's debatable. I feel like I do, but don't. Like, sometimes I'll question myself and ask myself, am I viewing things wrong? Am I... Okay, Ancient Palmer Tome. Like, I'm not saying this to sound heartless, but there have been times where people have cried in front of me. Even people that I highly cherish. And I'll literally give a blank stare. It's not because I want to. It's that I don't know how to process sympathy in that moment. It's like, okay, come here, give me a hug, you know? I'll at least offer a hug so I can at least, like, show people that I'm trying to sympathize. So when someone gets angry with me, the same thing happens. I will give a blank stare and wait until they're done. I get that most people would respond with fear. I'm not saying this to brag, I'm just telling how it honestly is. I just won't feel that in that moment. Good job. You want to do it again? I'm not saying I'm entirely fearless. I mean, everyone has a fear. Obviously, you guys have seen glimpses of me being afraid throughout this Let's Play. In some of the chapters. I don't like deep waters. I have tryptophobia. I have arachnophobia. I have germophobia. So yeah, I'm a bit of a weird mixed package of what I am and am not afraid of. Is this the final shrine, or... Let's talk to this guy.
The Way Shrine of Radiance, Initiate.
Yes.
Are you prepared? May the blessings of Auriels protect you as you climb the road to the inner sanctum and final enlightenment.
Is this the final one? If it is, then I'm going over there next.
Let's get indoors. Or in a cave. Anyway, just get out of this.
The sun isn't even out, Serana. Calm down. No, no, don't tell me you're glitched. No!
What is it?
Oh, there we go. Freaking fly. Okay, perfect. Apparently this questline is being a little buggy.
That has to be the place. I've never seen a building like that before. It looks like some kind of temple. This is the kind of thing I've been wanting to see.
Can you shut up, Serana? I'm having a moment where I'm gazing at something that
Is everything else worth it?
is... Oh, that is 100% a secret world boss. Ebony Giant is what your name is. You're not putting up much of a fight. Is he glitched out? I mean, I'll take it. I've fought this guy before. He's supposed to be really frickin' hard.
That'll teach you.
Serana, no! Are you frickin' for real? Redo. Redo. I want that loot.
By the blood.
But anyway. Oh, now he's fighting back. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That's what I was afraid of. His axe can do that. Okay, let's go bow and arrow. I really need a new controller, man. I've said it many times, but I'll say it again. But anyway, that's my story pretty much. Some people, I guess my point is that there are just some people that you can talk to, and there's just... Sometimes there just isn't some people that are willing to listen and talk things over fully, properly. Right in the base of his spine as the final. Ebony Giant Axe. Releases blast spell with side power attacks. Get out of here. Frickin' fly. That weighs 50 pounds? Rainbow piece. A lot of gold. Staff of the Ebony Giant. I can summon you? Staff, that looks more like a mace. Conjure Ebony Giant. I'm gonna have to let off a dragon bone. I don't think I have a choice. One dragon bone and one dragon scale. That'll be as lenient as I can be. Once we get done with this part of the quest, I am definitely taking a run to the Daedric Castle. That's for sure. Whoa. Okay, I forgot these were here. I'll take all of them, why not? How much does it weigh? 100 plus pounds. Am I gonna have to drop all of this? I really want to avoid using Swift Fury. Still not enough. I hate letting go of ingots, man. I really do, but... I'll do it. I don't want to get rid of the raw glass, because that looks pretty. I'm a little attached to some of this stuff. The werewolf pelt is a tad bit heavy. We'll get rid of that. I think we have plenty of those at home. Controller, stop. The only reason why I'm taking all of these is we're not going to be able to get more of these again. In case anyone's confused. I don't know, man. I think we have these at home already. We'll just drop one. Did you hear that thud? Ooh. Come on.
I'm no fan of the sun, but it would be better than this.
Thank you. I hope to God this is the final part. Oh no, I remember this. We had seen this from that one room, but we couldn't get in. Yep, he has pet frost atronachs that are really huge. Ouch. Why can't I move? I'm literally sprinting. Jeez. Whoa! Did you guys see that? Oh my lord. That was so unnecessary. I'm not over encumbered.
Who's there?
They're apparently just really, really capable of slowing you down. Can I counter that with Swift Fury? I think I can. Because I'm not taking that slowness crap. It's not happening, sorry. It's cheap and it's unfair. What do you guys even carry? Oh, frost salts. Why am I even asking? Frosta, stay... Oh. Frosta, Serana, stay out of the way. Frost Monarch. Ooh! Pretty! Ice Blade of the Monarch, okay! We're not leaving that behind. Rainbow Piece. Septums. I can conjure you? Oh, Frostwake. I love how I asked that question to pretty much every creature. I'm like, I can conjure you? It's like, I should have known by this point that they give us the ability to do that with every boss by this point. I may as well just, like, know that. Shrine of Auriel. All diseases cured, other blessings removed. Blessing of Auriel added. What does that even do? Okay, we're more effective with missile weapons. I'm assuming that means bows. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep Swift Fury on, guys. Now I actually don't have a choice. We're not leaving unique stuff behind. Whoa! Ho, ho, ho! Oh, mama! Part of the collection, I guess.
Who's there?
That's a lot of day drops, man. Save, first of all. Yes, please. This is making me wish I was a Conjuration user. 100%, guys. Who here agrees? Tell me in the comments. But back to what I was saying. I guess I'm kind of making this episode a little bit about me in personal detail. I try my best to understand people, I really do, but I just can't. Because of the lead brain injury. I actually looked at my medical records, and not even joking, it even says that literally anything could go wrong in my life, especially because of my, well, permanently compromised immune system. So I don't think I'm going to ever be able to recover, since they said it's permanent. Which unfortunately sucks. I might make a separate video about these details and whatnot, about the drama and whatnot, so I don't know.
Did you really come here expecting to claim Auriels' bow? You've done exactly as I predicted, and brought your fetching companion to me.
Wait, is he talking about me?
I was about to whisper to her back.
Which, I'm sorry to say, means your usefulness is at an end.
Where'd you come from?
I can't see! Nice try. And trying to slow me down, no less. That's not going to play in your favor with me having Swift Fury on, sorry. Jeez. Looks like I got something in my throat. Better not be a fly. Well, stay out of my way!
Impressive display, but a wasted effort. You delay nothing but your own deaths.
Oh, shut up. I don't know how that didn't affect me, but I must have a really hard head. Is he throwing rocks everywhere? Or parts of the structure, even?
This has gone on long
Yeah. This is kind of fun.
No, I won't let you ruin the centuries of preparation.
Uh-oh. Oh, my lordy Lou.
You alright? Come on, we can do this. I know we can. He's up there on the balcony. Come on.
Can you let me draw my weapon? Oh, for real? Oh, don't tell me I can't talk to you. Oh, does she have to be here?
Enough, Vyrthrr. Give us the bow.
How dare you? I was the arch-curate of Auriel, girl. I had the ears of a god.
Until the betrayed corrupted you. Yes, we've heard this sad story.
Gelibor and his kind are easily manipulated fools. Look into my eyes, Serana. You tell me what I am.
Oh, he's a vampire.
You're a vampire? But Auriel should have protected you.
The moment I was infected by one of my own initiates, Auriel turned his back on me. I swore I'd have my revenge, no matter what the cost.
You want to take revenge on a god?
Right?
Auriel himself may have been beyond my reach, but his influence on our world wasn't. All I needed was the blood of a vampire and his own weapon, Auriels' bow.
The blood of a vampire. Auriels' bow. It was you? You created that prophecy?
A prophecy that lacked a single final ingredient. The blood of a pure vampire. The blood of a daughter of Cold Harbor.
You were waiting all this time for someone with my blood to come along. Well, too bad for you. I intend on keeping it. Let's see if your blood has any power to it.
What trickery is
Where'd you
this?
come from?
Why am I frozen? I couldn't move for a second. Oh, a fitting place for a ice spike. You lived for centuries and that was your weapon? You're a vampire, why are you carrying this? I guess for the sake of the collection, because we're not going to get it anywhere else. And we'll take your pitiful dagger, why not? As a trophy.
So the deed has been done. The restoration of this way shrine means that Vyrthrr must be dead, and the betrayed no longer have control over him.
The betrayed weren't to blame.
What? What are you talking about?
He was a vampire. He controlled them.
A vampire? I see. That would explain much. Deep inside, it brings me joy that the betrayed weren't to blame for what happened here.
Why?
Because that means there's still hope that they might one day shed their hatred and learn to believe in Auriel once again. It's been a long time since I felt that way, and it's been long overdue. My thanks to both of you.
You're welcome.
You risked everything to get Auriel's bow, and in turn, you've restored the Chantry. I can't think of a more deserving champion to carry it than you. If you wish to learn more about the bow, or obtain sun-hallowed arrows for it, I'd be more than happy to help. You've but to ask. It's good to speak to you again.
What will happen to you now?
Even with Vyrthrr gone, and the inner sanctum destroyed, my duty as a Knight Paladin of Auriel remains. I have been sworn to protect this veil and everything it represents until I die. Farewell, friend. May the glow of Auriel shield you from your enemies.
It's not as shiny as I was expecting. Still, it's beautiful.
Well, you can wait your turn, because I still need to talk to this guy.
If there's anything at all I can help you with, please ask.
What can you tell me about Auriel's bow?
The bow was said to be carried by Auriel himself into battle against the forces of Lorkhan in ancient and mythic times. Its craftsmanship has no equal anywhere within Tamriel, and possibly beyond.
What can it do?
The bow draws its power from Aetherius itself, channeling it through the sun. Therefore, when an arrow is loosed from the bow, it produces a magical effect very similar to being burned by fire.
Sounds powerful.
That's actually only a fraction of its potential. With sun-hallowed arrows, you would be able to produce a much more spectacular effect, causing bursts of sunlight to envelop your foes.
That sounds awesome.
The sunbursts would certainly hurt anything, but is especially devastating to the undead.
Vyrthrr said something about using blood.
Well, using an arrow with the bow that's been dipped in blood may cause it to function differently, corrupting its purpose. That's, of course, if you're foolish enough to try it.
What will happen to the Chantry now?
While it would fill me with joy to see the Chantry back to its former glory, that time has long since passed. Now that my brother's dead, it's quite possible I'm the last of our kind.
That I have contributed to your kind's extinction.
There's no need for that kind of talk. I said it was possible. It's also quite possible that there are some other isolated conclaves of snow elves nestled elsewhere on Nirn. I'll also assume Vyrthrr didn't exactly give you the option to stay your hand.
What will you do then?
For the time being, I will remain here on the Overlook and continue trying to keep the Sanctum free of the betrayed. You're always welcome to return here at any time, of course.
How do we obtain sun-hallowed arrows?
I can actually assist you in that regard. If you were to bring me some good quality elven arrows, I could imbue them with the proper incantations and rituals.
Can the betrayed ever be killed?
I feel nothing but sympathy for the betrayed, despite my actions against them. But I'm afraid that they're well beyond a cure at this point.
That's sad. Why?
The twisted forms you've seen didn't occur overnight. It isn't a plague or a disease that ravaged our species. The dwarves may have stolen their sight, but it took many generations for them to become what they are today.
Then there's no hope for them.
Perhaps they'll never return to their former appearance. But over the centuries, I've noticed a rise in their intellect. If a line of communication could be established with them, maybe they can find peace. It's the only way they'll discover that they weren't always malignant. They were once a proud and prosperous race.
Excuse me. Can you make me some sun-hallowed arrows?
Absolutely. I can only do 20 at a time, so if you want the rest of your arrows blessed, let me know.
How many elven arrows do we have? I feel like we have a lot. I would assume we do, because we've been collecting arrows like no tomorrow. Do exotic arrows count as elven?
Farewell, friend. May the light of all... Certainly. I can only do 20 at a time.
No, they
I
don't.
see that won't be a
Only
problem in
just the
this
6.
case. Farewell, friend.
Man. The sun-hallowed arrows, though, I already know who I'm going to be using those against. If shot at the sun with Auriels' bow. Meanwhile, the arrows work on their own?
The warmth of Auriel provides you strength.
So if...
Not as shiny as I was expecting.
Oh,
Still,
right, we have to talk
it's
to you.
beautiful.
What do-
Still, it's beautiful.
Shut up! Sorry. What do we do now? Sorry, it's a big pet peeve of mine. I hate being cut off.
I think we both know. It's time to face my father. If we don't, he'll keep chasing us for the rest of our lives.
If we do, he'll have to die.
I've been thinking about this for a long time. It's not easy, but I don't think we have much of a choice. No, this has to end here and now.
And let's face him, together.
If we head back to the castle and kick the front door in, we're gonna be knee-deep in his friends. Let's head back to Isran and let him see what we've got first. I'm betting he'll lend us a sword or two.
Oh, that's right. He had a bunch of friends. Vyrthrr was saying something about vampire blood and the bow?
It sounds like... that's the last bit of the prophecy. The blood of a daughter of Cold Harbor can corrupt the bow.
You're a daughter of Cold Harbor.
So I am. I guess we could use my blood. Do you have any arrows? Elven arrows? I'm not going to just bleed on any old thing.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
Then.
Are you ready to do this?
I don't think you can ever be ready to kill your parent.
True.
I'm doing my best to not think of him as my father anymore.
It's a good way to be thinking.
I think both of our parents have failed us. Just you and me against the world now.
Oh, thank God, we can get out of here. Let's make a loot drop off, guys. It's official. I think we've been in there for long enough. Sorry to talk about the crap that's been going on recently in my life to you guys today in this episode. I felt like I needed to get it out of my system. Because it's been plaguing my head the past 2 nights. And I feel like it's just more... I don't know, people always say it helps to talk about things. Obviously the details go deeper into the drama, but I'm not going to touch up on it. But the best way I can put it is that... yeah, it did heavily disturb my head for a while. And I felt like I just had to talk about it. You know what I mean? At least this Ice Blado with power attacks, you mean Ice Blades? 62 versus 72, potentially better, since I can upgrade this, but I don't know. Oh yeah, the missing episode, I forgot to tell you guys, in the Ancestor Glade, that pedestal at the bottom, where the beam of light is, this was in the center of it. I'm so sorry I couldn't show you guys that. It's just, when you have something on your mind, though, as I was continuing to say, yeah, you keep it suppressed and you keep it suppressed, but eventually there comes a point where it's like, okay, I just want to talk about this already. I just want to get this out of my head. Because to be quite frank, I miss the individual that I used to hang out with. I do miss him to some degree or another. I haven't forgotten my memories with him. I really haven't. I never forget memories. I'm an individual that heavily is a believer in the value of memories. Whereas many people don't think about stuff like that, and I feel like that's a real shame. But maybe someday I'll see him again. Who knows? I wouldn't count on it. But I'm a believer. I could just be in over my head. But... you know... sometimes I wonder if he still thinks about me. Because despite the way that he treated me, I still oddly forgive him. Then again, I guess when you're close enough to someone... well, we're close enough to someone. You get the little things that linger on your mind like that. We had a lot of gems from that journey. I still haven't done my off-screen moving from everything from Breeze Home to here. I still haven't done that. And I still haven't sorted everything out here in general. I'm really gonna have to do that sometime. I miss the guy. I really do. If he were to approach me and just talk more calmly, I would be open to a handshake at the minimum. Or even a hug and just be like, hey, you know, I forgive you, it's okay. Maybe he was just having a bad day and he was expressing why he was upset at the wrong moment, for all I know. I'd still protect him. I know that. Oh, right, we gotta... let's get Swift Fury off. We don't need it anymore. I guess... I don't know. It's not frequent I run into accidents that end up getting people upset with me. But they do happen, but then again, no one's perfect. We're all human, you know? Again, I can't tell what happened, but... I'm gonna save one more time. But I assure you guys, hopefully everything will be okay. Who knows, for all I know, maybe he'll see this video and see his error and try to approach me somehow, some way. Who knows? I'm willing to talk things over, just hopefully on better terms. Which probably won't happen, but, you know, I'm a believer in miracles. My advice to you guys, if you're going through dark times or traumatic times, don't give up. If you go through heavy loss, don't give up. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to talk to people about what you're going through. Everything that I discussed in this video involving my predicament, I'll probably mention in a podcast, because I've thought about starting a podcast series, which is a surprise to you guys. So if you guys see this, well, those that do see this video will be the only ones that know. But I will be making a podcast series on this channel. Just a place to talk about and have people listen, if in case they want to like lay down and relax and they want someone that they feel they can sympathize with, things like that. For all I know, I mean, hey, you know, we'll probably end up having similar predicaments in common, or maybe we will have similar predicaments in common that we've both gone through. You and me, the viewer. Jeez. I feel like I'm going to end up talking like a therapist, not licensed or sponsored, by the way, on the podcast I have in mind, but honestly, I just want to help people feel better. I really do. But anyway, we're 15 minutes early, but I'm going to cut it here. Next episode will be the final. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell down below, so you always know when it is I upload. And please tell your friends and family about this video, this Let's Play, or whatever you want to call it, and this channel. I'm always looking for support, and I always appreciate the support. Thank you guys so much for watching, and of course, as always, have a good day.